Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over quickly just a little bit of an update, not necessarily anything really exhaustive, but we did get a little bit of information from admin on the official Dead Frontier 2 Discord. If you're not a part of that right now already and you like this game, be sure to download Discord, get into the channel, stay up to date, and you can be a part of the conversation happening over there. So I'm just going to go through the update. I mean, again, this video isn't going to be super crazy interesting, but I think it's worth kind of going through what he provided and kind of piecing apart, taking it apart and trying to figure out what we can expect in future updates in the coming months. That said, reading over it, I would not expect anything really big or actually any updates at all for the next couple of months. So it's going to most likely come out as one big update, probably closer to the mid-year. As I'm sure most of you are aware, the end of last year was a bit sucky in terms of Dead Frontier 2 updates, as I had to spend a lot of time getting things done in Dead Frontier 1, and also had a bunch of crazy stuff going on in my home life, which meant I couldn't put anything like the number of hours I did earlier in the year. I'm however pleased to say that a lot of those issues are calming down and I'm finally able to work on Dead Frontier almost full time. My number one priority is to get the level 50 update complete as soon as possible. However, I should warn you this is a big update that really needs to come in one big chunk. Because of that, there won't be much happening obviously for the next few months. I will endeavor to post some screenshots and brief updates every now and then, but it will generally be fairly quiet. So right there, we got the level 50 update coming up, which is really exciting. That means more levels, more perks, more ways of customizing your character and your loadout. So I think a lot of people in general are going to be really happy with that. Plus, it just gives us a new sort of milestone in terms of character progression to work towards, which you can never really go wrong with that. The first stage of this update will be adding all the new weapons. Just to give you an idea, there will be around 40 new weapons in total. I expect this to take me about 2 weeks. Once this stage is complete, I will release the new weapons as cosmetics so you guys at least have something new to play with while I work on stage 2. Now, reading that, it feels like he's releasing them as cosmetics. Will we be able to see them as their own actual items in game with their own sort of, I guess, stats? You know, we have like the different weapons and different gear that kind of changes as you level up. Like you're not going to find long swords in level 20 areas kind of thing because it's a level 30 weapon. So will we see level 40 weapons, level 50 weapons? Probably. Either way, I mean, even if it's just cosmetics, I'm relatively okay with that. But kind of thinking about how he's released updates previously where we did eventually get other weapons when the level cap was raised from I think 20 or 25 to 30. I think we can expect to see new weapons to work towards unlocking or finding for level 40 and level 50. The second stage will be adding all the new enemies, which will be the hardest part. The Spitter, for instance, took me 2 weeks to implement, and I'd want to add 3 new bosses with unique mechanics in similar fashion. So we'd be looking at 6 weeks total. I'd also like to add new versions of the basic zombies, which I expect will take me a further 2 weeks. So we got new bosses on the way. That's pretty cool. New mechanics. I'd be interested to hear what you guys think those new mechanics might be. Is he going to be bringing stuff from Dead Frontier 1? Probably. But I can't imagine it would be anything really groundbreaking. Either way, it's fun to just have new content in general to look forward to. And maybe we'll finally have some, well, okay, I can't really say finally because all bosses are relatively viable when you use different loadouts, but I would like to have a boss that's, more melee friendly perhaps, without feeling like I have to completely cheese it. Hopefully by this point, all our new clothing cosmetic art will be finished and I can spend 2 weeks putting all of those in game. However, if they are not quite ready, I will probably delay this for a future update. That's fine. He'll need approximately 2 weeks to add things like uniques, handle basic coding needed for expanding the level cap, and to do some balancing because there's definitely going to need some balancing with that. Because he's either going to cap skills or perks and everything at like level 5, or we're going to add a 6th tier to that perk that can be unlocked, which will further increase a lot of different percentages and statistics on the character, which could be game breaking. So he's got to balance all that out, which I totally get. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people out there ready to break it as soon as it's released. So this looks like 12 to 14 weeks in total, which would bring it to about April. I think this is a pretty good estimate, but as always, don't be surprised if it takes a bit longer, which is where in the beginning I said it's probably going to be closer towards mid-year, June, July, maybe. Big jobs like this can be difficult. Another thing to be aware of is that due to the timing of Easter, I may need another couple of weeks to get those events handled in both games, so actually more like May. Note, I've also got people working on adding proper storyline to Dead Frontier 2 while I tackle level 50. This is exciting stuff. This should be complete well before I finish the update, so there will be another small thing to look forward to in the shorter term. That's exciting. I like story. I could definitely find a way to utilize that in content creation just because, it's fun. It's fun immersing myself into the game and the lore and the story and the history, so I'm personally excited about that. Once level 50 is complete, my aim will then, for the remainder of 2021, be focusing on barricading, woot woot, world bosses or boss. That would be really sick. Weekly competition similar to Dead Frontier 1, I could really care less about. New area types would be fun. Newbie tutorial missions, that's acceptable. And proper friend clan system, which is even cooler. So all of these are really good things to look forward to, and I think, I think it goes without saying that I'm very happy to see admin back in the swing of things, because I know for a good while there, when Dead Frontier 2 first released, he went at it super hard and burnt himself out, and it was kind of like uncertain if we were going to see any more updates with Dead Frontier 2. So finally being able to see more and more of this really warms my heart. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to get your guys' feedback as well. Feel free to comment down below or, at me in Discord on the Shady Dingo. What are your thoughts on this? What do you think is going to be the biggest, what's the one thing that you're looking forward to most? The new weapons, level 50, story, the possibility of having barricading, new world bosses or a boss, new area types, new missions. Would love to hear back from you. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe. It always helps out a ton. You can follow me on Twitch, TV/ShadyDingo. I stream on occasion, not necessarily Dead Frontier 2, but this is kind of a variety channel. I cover a lot of games that I'm really passionate and interested about. So again, thank you for watching. Stay safe out there, and I hope to see you next time.